morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're YouTube. So, very short video today. Apologies for the slightly slanted look. I'm sort of balanced on a vehicle dashboard. I've just been out and about working, but just a little quick report on our first round of 950 bike in the UK Championship up at Santa Pod over the Easter weekend. So I've got some video of one run. It is very difficult to record during a race weekend because obviously there's a lot going on. So we got there on Thursday, which was a test day. Now we weren't booked on the test day, but that was get air, set up, put some fresh coolant in the bike because it's been sat without coolant because we use a coolant that isn't an antifreeze. So we had to put some fresh coolant in and went to go and start the bike up after it's lapped since the last event, and it wouldn't start. So we were working on it, couldn't work out what was going on, and then we noticed it was absolutely pouring fuel out the fuel pump. So I was like, that's not going to be a good situation. So I jump on the internet, have a quick search, and there's a breaker nearby that's got a fuel pump. So I jump in the car, fly out to the breakers, get back with this new fuel pump or used fuel pump, put it on, and that one's leaking too. But we did manage to get the bike fired up. So the first pump was leaking so badly, no fuel was actually reaching the carbs. It was simply pouring out the joint in the pump. New one, got the bike and fired it up, no problem at all, bike's running fine, but it's also leaking, and certainly to an unacceptable level. I mean, any fuel leak's unacceptable, but this was particularly bad. So I don't even know what told me to do it. I just happened to look in one of the bottom compartments in one of the toolboxes, and we got a spare fuel pump. So we put the third fuel pump on, fingers crossed, fire it up, true to form, that one's absolutely fine, not a drop anywhere, no fuel leaks, bike's running fine. So into the Friday, that's our first day of eliminations, first pass, got off the line quite nicely. I thought I'd do a no nitrous pass just to get my hand in, and the front came up, so I took a brave pill, I didn't back off, I shifted into second, and the front stayed up. And we're now starting to head towards the wall. This was not really something we want to be doing. So I took another brave pill, hit the shift button again to shift into third. So we're probably doing 70, 80 miles an hour by this stage. And by the time the front wheel came down, the steering was substantially turned. So when it landed, and if you land with the wheels out a line like that, you get what's called a tank slapper, which is where the bars go left, right, and it's going lock to lock, still heading towards the wall. So I roll off, lean left into it, managed to get it back under control, roll back in, a 10.3 second pass. So that puts us fairly near the bottom of the tree, but that was okay. Went to go out the second pass, and I noticed as I turned out the pits, my right hand was trapped between the handlebar and the tank. So that's not right. So we got into the pay-earing lanes. That's where I noticed the tank slapper had been so violent that it actually moved one of the clip-on handlebars. So we had to rapidly straighten that out and clamp that back down while we're in the staging lanes, made sure it's completely tight and safe. Went out on having almost cancelled that run, went out and then qualified fourth. Excellent, that's about where we need to be. So we've worked out roughly where we need to be for eliminations, and I've got targets for the weekend, and my target for the weekend was qualify fourth or higher, third would have been great, and get past the first round eliminations. So in the clip about to see now, we went out on another, and this is now Saturday morning, went out on another full nitrous pass against Andy Head, had a fantastic side-by-side race. There was nothing in it all the way down, really enjoyable race. Went 9:52 and put it on number 2 qualifier spot. So this is that pass there. Us in number 2 spot, really happy with that. It's like, right, all we got to do now is get past round one of eliminations. So on Easter Sunday we go out, we're up against Brett Cordell, who's a very good competitor, and off the line he had just a tiny momentary electrical glitch from his lanyard, and there was nothing unfortunately he could do, well, fortunately for us but unfortunately for him, and that put us through into E2. E2 was against Dave Hall, another really good side-by-side race, just pipped him and put us through into the finals. left us as number 2 qualifier. We finished runner-up. We lost by hundredths of a second to Rich Watsky in the finals, but that's a really good points haul. And as we actually out-qualified Rich, he was 3rd qualifier and we were 2nd. The points gap between us and Rich Watsky are very, 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 very small. So really good racing, lots of close racing over the weekend, and the bike's running spot on, no problems, no issues once we'd got the fuel pump sorted out. And that's us, and in 2 weeks we're back out and back into it again. In the meantime, if you like these videos, hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you soon in another video.
Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit